Okay, so let's get started with the first t-shirt. I'm not going to do these in any particular order. But let's go with the brightest first. I don't have the matching booklets with these to give you information on the years that I got them. They're going to vary from between 2015 up to about 2020. So any time between that. Okay, so the first one is very bright. Something that would cheer up a dreary autumn winter's day. See if I can get this to fit in the screen. Okay. We'll start with the top bit and then we'll come down. So a lot of these t-shirts were exclusive ones that you could only get in the loot crates. This one six is Marvel Lootwear Original Lootcrate. I'm not sure if that was different to Lootcrate exclusive. So, if you don't know, this is an X-Men t-shirt. Professor X Xavier. So you have to excuse, these are going to be a little bit creased. I haven't used an iron in many, many years. So they often have a different texture. But they were always very, very soft material, very nice quality. And I do remember I did wear this a few times. I think in all the t-shirts that I got, it was maybe 70% that I would wear, and there would be a random few that weren't. The theme was an interest of mine, so I would often give them. Xavier School. I remember when I watched the first X-Men film. I can't remember when that came out. Was it the early 2000s? And I don't know if anybody gets Lootcrate nowadays, if it's still around. If it's still similar, where you get a t-shirt in most of the boxes. So you can hear it's slightly tougher. You can hear the tippy tap. That's what the rain was sounding like outside earlier. I tried to film earlier, but there was a lot of roadworks and construction noise going on outside. But it's a lot quieter now. So that's the Professor Xavier's school t-shirt. It's still really soft. So we'll fold this up, do a little, and I'll put that to the side. So I think, which one should I do next? Okay, let's go for a slightly simpler or more simple t-shirt. Hopefully you can see this. This nice red one. This red one reminds me of the Deadpool t-shirt I got. Lootcrate. I still have, but I'm not sure where it is. It's a similar colour. So hopefully you can see this. Oh, it's a little bit wonky. Let's move this over. Oops. That was my elbow popping. Okay. I think you can see that. So some of you may know what this one is. It's got a different label on here. So this one is an exclusive, but this is a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt with the dragon. So similar to the Dungeons and Dragons little lunchbox video that I did a while ago. With the dragon, the face, and the scales, and the fire breather dragon. So the dungeon, the and, so this one, the pattern is more ingrained in the t-shirt, so there isn't a different texture too much. You might be able to hear it's a little bit scratchy, just a little bit, and it looks like it's kind of naturally worn. see this one is Jurassic Park. Lootwear exclusive. Let's just straighten that up. So yes, this made me chuckle because I remember the scene when Jeff Goldblum is, when he's laying on the ground, he's been injured with his leg, and you can hear the sound of the dinosaurs in the background, having the T-Rex stomping about, and they say, "Shall we risk leaving him?" or words along that line, and it goes into his face, and he's, "Please, risk it." And then they place him on the back of the vehicle. I don't think it was one of these vehicles, or it was one that had the, like a 4x4, so you could sit in the back. And off they raced in the car, and all of a sudden the T-Rex appears in their rearview mirror as he comes out of the foliage and starts chasing them. And it goes to a shot of the one of the side mirrors on the car, and it kind of leaps forward with its face, and they all scream, and I think they turn into a faster gear, and they zoom up, and the T-Rex gets a bit tired or a bit bored and stops chasing them. That was one of my favourite films when I was young, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched the film, and I do love the music score as well. It's one of my favourite music scores. So, this is quite a special t-shirt. So, we'll keep this nice and safe. So, I think I have 2 or 3 more t-shirts left. Let's go. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so I'm hoping this one will fit in the screen. Now, you can see the artwork on here is really, really good. So I have to put it down so you can see all the writing. Now this t-shirt, I really like the colour. It's a nice grey, and it is super, super soft. Really comfortable. Now this one, I don't think this was an exclusive, but started to lose interest. And I can't remember when I stopped watching, but it was probably about a season after he came into the show. But this is a really nice t-shirt. It's really nice artwork, the detail on his face, his hands, even the jacket you can see, the fold. It's really nice. So I was kind of torn when I got this t-shirt because I thought it's really nice and I do like The Walking Dead, but I'm not so keen on the Negan character, The Walking Dead. He does have a really nice jacket, even the zip you can see, and the lighting on it, and slight splatter of blood. Maybe I can bring it a bit closer and you can see. Really nice and really soft. So I think I have 2 more left. I will go for, let's do this one. Even though it is quieter outside, there has been a bit of noise with vehicles. So if there's some editing here, it's going to be where there was a particularly loud car outside. So let's see if I can line this up so you can see it properly. Smooth that out. So I'll show you that. So this was a loot square, a loot wear. Wow, I really can't talk properly today. A loot wear exclusive. I wouldn't have thought that was a tongue twister, but there you go. Masters of the universe. So this is also really nice, super soft, and I really like the colour. It's kind of a soft grey, bluey, greeny. It's really nice, and the colours of here go with it nicely as well. Kind of blends in, so it's not too sharp a contrast. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it is a slightly different texture, so it does do that bit better. Now, I know that's a bird, but I'm not sure what. And it's spiky helmet and a shield in the middle. skull, sharp teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the detail in this is also really, really nice. So much detail. And the sword behind the shield, poking out the top there. And here. There. And the feathers. These are like bluey, white, grey. And then the red. It's getting a little bit darker outside now. I hope you can still see this. But it might be a bit softer for your eyes. So let's see if you can hear this. So that's the pattern. That's the t-shirt. You've got quiet, and then you've got tappy tap. So what's that? I think that's t-shirt number 5. And there's one more left. And this one has a nice wintry theme. And I think it's one of my favourites. I have a few. I think there's a Robocop one, which I can't find, but I wore lots and lots. That's one of my favourites. And this one. So I hope you can see this. So the t-shirt itself is kind of a dark blue. Not quite a navy blue, it's a bit darker than that. And this one's Marvel Loot. Let's see if I can say it right this time. Loot. Where? That's someone beeping their car outside. Okay. So this is all textured. Even the snow, the individual drops, they're slightly raised. The light dusting of snow. Luckily we haven't seen any snow yet, it's a bit too, just a bit too early for that. But he looks happy. I have his snowman friend. This is a really nice t-shirt to wear over the holiday season, or as an alternative to a Christmas jumper. I think it's really nice. Let's see how you can tap it. See the detail. Okay. So that's my final t-shirt from Lootcrate. I still need to finish my tea. So thank you for joining me for this random ramble. And if you are also